is the very first HandiMop that we launched here at HSN. So when they told me there was a new HandiMop in town, I said, well, come on out, tell us all about it. John Eyesight is here with a brand new HandiMop. This is so cool. This is all new, and you're gonna love all the amazing and easy ways there is to use it. And it's only $34.99. John, you're the inventor. You're the owner of this amazing company. You've been developing cleaning products for decades.
Decades, yep.
So let's see this HandiMop in action. And what makes it so different?
Well, it's good to be with you, Sarah. Good to be with you, everyone. It's our microfiber bucket HandiMop version, and it's a very unique bucket. In fact, it has two chambers. One side washes, the other side dries. Your hands never touch a thing. You get 4 microfiber pads that are amazing. And if I can, I'd love to show you real quick.
Yeah, go
now,
for it.
We use a really nice quality microfiber, and if you haven't used microfiber before, what's nice about it is that it cuts right through the grease, right through the grime. Look as I go through how it holds and it traps and it locks it in. That's why everybody likes the microfiber, because it doesn't snowplow it, it doesn't move it around the floor. It gives you a really, what I call a true clean. It doesn't matter if it's hardwood floors, laminate floors, tile floors. This happens to be a little laminate, but it's great on any of those surfaces. But look how it holds and traps that dirt. Now here's the big problem, Sarah. You give it a little flick, look at all the dirt that we got. But what do you do when you have a dirty mop head? No one wants to touch that. And that's where our bucket comes in. I'm gonna bring it over to our bucket, and there's 2 chambers. I'm putting it into the wash side here, and it's actually washing the mop head for us. What's going on is there's a plastic piece right over here that scrapes the mop head as I move it up and down. It's literally agitating it for you. And if I turn it around, you'll see the water actually flows through the pad as I'm moving it up and down. So you have filtration, you have agitation, and the mop head gets perfectly clean. And I'm gonna prove it to you too. But first, let me show you how you dry it. You bring it over to the dry side, you push it down, it squeezes any extra dirt and debris out into the dirty side, and with one pass, you're already dry.
I have never seen a bucket like this. I love the size.
Right.
Because I don't have a lot of room. I've got a 2-bedroom apartment.
Right.
So I don't have room for a big bucket. But that's such small footprint.
Yes, small footprint. It works very effectively. It always comes out clean and dry. Now you just seen me pick up some chocolate and strawberry sauce, and I picked up some powder to simulate dust. If there was any extra dirt and debris on this mop head, and I swished it around into this fish tank here, you would actually see the water turn probably chocolate. I use chocolate syrup and strawberry sauce for a reason, but it's crystal clear because when you take your mop out of that bucket, it's perfectly clean every time. But it's not just a mop for using on your floors. Because it's made with microfiber, you could actually use this on your baseboards, your walls, your ceilings. I'm gonna go along the baseboard here. It's perfect for getting along the walls because our walls are just as dirty as our floors. And you see that black piece here? That's actually a squeegee / broom. You know you're supposed to sweep before you mop. This is gonna squeegee up your mess, pet hair, dirt, crumbs, pick that mess up. And what you do is you just give it a little flick, and you see how it goes flat by itself like that?
Yeah.
So you're never touching it. And as soon as it's dirty, what do? You bring it right over to your double-chambered bucket, you give it a little wash. Now, that's where you're gonna put maybe your detergent or your bleach or your ammonia, whatever you wanna use. Let me give you a little peekaboo in here.
Yeah, there's 2 chambers.
There's 2 chambers.
Inside the bucket.
You put your water in your detergent, or just plain old water, because you're using microfiber in here, and the other side you leave dry. You pop your top on, you lock that, and you're ready to go. Now, the bucket is really small. In fact, it's small enough that you could fit this in your kitchen sink. I love that it fits in the kitchen sink because it's easy to use.
Right, how else do you have to fill a bucket now? You have to like take it to a shower, or you have to take it to the bathroom tub. We do have it in blue or red. You just pick your favorite color. Everyone is getting 4 of the interchangeable mop heads. These are machine washable, they're reusable. These 4 will last you months and months and months and months. You don't have to buy the disposable ones at the store. You don't have to try to search for them. You don't have to find the matching size or the right right brand.
It takes all that stress out of looking for mop heads. And you see, here's one off. You actually could take these off and go over your walls if you want, because you can use these wet or dry. It is microfiber. If it gets a little dingy after a couple of months, you take them off right into the washing machine. So you're not throwing money away looking for mop heads. You could use them over and over and over again. Now, I have a rug on set here because I want to show you that it's not just great for cleaning, but it's also good for absorbing. You see my little spill on that rug right there? Maybe the dog made a boo-boo, or maybe you spilled a glass of wine. I love to design mops that also absorb off rugs, because many, many times we spill stuff on our throw rugs. Now you're not using 50 paper towels. You're using maybe 5. It's not a stain remover, but it's a great first line of defense for that kind of stuff. Now, to show you how easy it is real quick, how do you feel about trying it?
I would love to. I thought you would never ask, John.
Okay, I'm gonna put down a little bit of chocolate syrup real quick. I'll put down a little bit more strawberry sauce. And I like to use powder to simulate dust, pollen, you know, just dirt that comes from there. Now,
I have all of those things in my apartment right now, including a lot of dog hair.
There's no right or wrong way to do it, however you like to do it. But what I want you to notice is how well you could feel that it's picking it up.
You can feel the way it's sort of, almost as like suction to the floor.
Right.
But yet it glides easy.
That's the power of the microfiber. Now, let's say you're going over your kitchen and you're ready to clean your mop head. You make it into this direction and you give it a flick and it goes flat. Now, let's see what you picked up in a couple of seconds. You see how it locked in the dirt?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you want to wash it. You can't even make a mistake. It's like a key. You put it right into your wash side, and you could probably feel how it's scraping the mop head, right?
It goes in at just the perfect little slot. You can't mess this up.
You can't mess it up. The plastic is scraping it. The water's flowing through. And once you feel that it's clean, you bring it over to your dry side.
I love this design. I do not have a bucket like this. And I love my HandiMop, but I want this because now it's going to be like an upgrade. So now it's almost dry. It's almost completely dry. It's great for those water-sensitive floors, like, let's say, hardwood floors or laminates where you can't use a lot. So I love the fact that it gets nice and dry. So you control how dry you want it. And then you go back over your floor. But these buckets are small enough. It's really easy to push. You don't need to put a lot of elbow grease. It's very lightweight. I love that because there's a lot of cleaning tools out there. Right. But if you live alone or you've got to do all the cleaning on your own, it's not easy to do. And the fact that you get a whole cleaning system, including the bucket, for less than $35. 4 pads. That should last you at least a year because the pads are machine washable. Very easy to operate. I just learned how to use the new HandiMop. This is the first time you ever used it? First time. First time, John. First time for everything. And that's what I love about it. And I think it's a brilliant design. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much, John. My pleasure. Welcome to our summer host faves. Did you know that I do all the cleaning in my house? Well, now you know. And I love the cleaning tools that HandiMop brings us. They're just ingenious. No one else is doing anything like this. So maybe I'll have to mop the whole studio now. I'm in demand, John. Okay, you can check out more of my favorite items on What a Girl Wants. You can go to our page on hsn.com, and that's my show every Tuesday, and it was on What a Girl Wants that we debuted the first garden kneeler. It was so popular. I have asked